Hello guys, welcome back to another video of French Global 11. Alright, this lesson is a vocabulary lesson. Okay, let's dive in. Please open the book and turn it to page number 84. We'll be talking about the arts. Quite a challenging topic, isn't it? Alright, so test number 1. Match the photos A to H with art forms from the list below. In your opinion, which art form needs the most skill and which is the least? Alright? Give reasons using the phrases below to help you. Art forms, we have ballet, cartoon, classical music, dance, drawing, musical, novel, opera, painting, play, poem, pop music, sculpture, sitcom, and the last item, which is it? Alright, so we can talk about all of these today, okay? So, which one do you like? I think that most of you like classical music, right? We really like instrumental music and classical music because they help us to relax, right? Okay, so let's see if you have the correct answers. Picture A, ballet. Picture B, cartoon. Picture C, play. D, musical. E, sitcom. F, drawing. G, dance. And H, opera. Okay. For test number 2, put the art forms in exercise 1 into 4 groups. Okay. Classify things, alright? Some can go in more than one group. Pay attention to this line. Some can go in more than one group. A, literature, we have novel, play, poem. B, classical music, musical, opera, and pop music. C, performing arts, we have ballet, we have classical music, we have dance, mime, musical, opera, play, pop music, and sitcom, right? These include a lot of acting skills and a lot of movements, a lot of practice, right? As do the others, of course. Okay, D, visual art. We have cartoon, drawing, painting, and sculpture. Test number 3. Work in pairs. Name one famous person for each type of artist below. I think that this is quite a challenging test for you, right? So we have the artists include actor, composer, conductor, dancer, choreographer, director, novelist, opera singer, painter, playwright, poet, pop singer, and sculptor. Alright, you can name some if you know. Okay? Alright, I hope that you know these two people. Okay, you can take some time to read their biography, some of the information about them. Alright, let's move on to the next task. Okay, so for this task, you'll have to first complete the quiz. Do you see that there are gaps in the quiz? Okay, in the text? For example, number 1, which Italian Renaissance artist? And some information is missing, right? So we have to complete these gaps with the correct words, right? That have already been given for you. We have act, appearing, carve, compose, conductor, create, dance, direct, draw, paint, perform, play, sing, and write. So you have to use these words in the correct form, right? So that they can fit the gap in each question, and then you can try answering, okay, these questions, and I hope that you can, somehow come up with the right answer. Okay, so let's dive in. Start the game. Question number 1. Which Italian Renaissance artist painted the Mona Lisa? And the answer is Leonardo da Vinci. Alright, next. Question number 2. Which Russian composer wrote the music for the ballet Swan Lake? The answer is Tchaikovsky. All right. Question number 3. Which of these films was not directed by? All right, and the answer is, all right, 2001, A Space Odyssey. Question number 4. Which Shakespeare play inspired the film West Side Story? Definitely Romeo and Juliet. Which famous cut off part of his ear? Painter, right? Which famous painter? The answer is Van Gogh. Which British pop singer sang on the 2011 hit Someone Like You? Adele. Which of these film series did actor Robert Pattinson not appear in? Hobbits. What is the name of the famous sculpture in the photo? So please look at your book for the photo, all right? And the answer is David. Okay, thank you. Okay, so, all right. Task number 5. Listen to 4 people talking about cultural events. Match sentences A to E with the speakers 1 of 4. There is 1 extra sentence, so be careful. All right, let's listen.
Unit 7, Lesson 7A, Exercise 5.
1. Last weekend, I went to a gallery in London with my parents. There was a big exhibition of modern art on that they wanted to see. I really wasn't particularly keen to go, as I'm not a big fan of modern art, but I like to keep an open mind and was prepared to revise my opinion, so I went along with them. The artist, who's already quite famous, had created some sculptures using everyday objects from around her home. My parents loved it, but although 1 or 2 of the sculptures were quite interesting, I didn't really understand what the artist was trying to say. I'll think of an excuse if my parents ask me again.
2.
Last summer I went to a music festival with a group of friends. It was the first time I'd been to a festival. I wasn't planning on going, but a friend had a spare ticket. Anyway, I was really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it rained most of the time, and the field we were camping in turned into a sea of mud. I didn't mind that really, but I thought the music would be better. The bands weren't particularly well known, and the one band I was looking forward to seeing cancelled at the last minute. Despite that, we've agreed to go again next year.
3. Last month, I went to the theatre with my family. We saw a play called An Inspector Calls by J.B. Priestley. We're studying the play at school. It's a bit boring and I'd already seen it a couple of times on DVD, but Mum convinced me that it would be a good idea to see it again. Anyway, it was as bad as I'd feared. It was a local amateur theatre company and the acting was pretty awful. I suppose it didn't do me any harm though. Seeing a live performance at the theatre has helped me to get to know the play a bit better.
4.
I hardly ever watch or listen to musicals, maybe about once a year, if that. But last weekend I went to see Mamma Mia in London. I'm a big ABBA fan and I'd been meaning to go and see it for ages. I asked lots of friends to come along, but only 2 agreed. Anyway, I booked really good seats right at the front. It was an amazing experience. As I expected, the music was fantastic, as were the singers and dancers. I'm going to go again, but I need to find someone else to go with, as my friends weren't so impressed by it.
Alright, rồi các bạn đã nghe xong được 4 người gọi là nhân vật nói chuyện nói tiếng Anh rất là hay luôn, và mình sẽ phải tập làm sao để mình học được cách nói giống như họ nha mọi người. Mọi người sẽ phải nghe lại nhiều lần ha, để mình học được cách nói của họ. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ check đáp án với nhau. Ok, đáp án trên màn hình. Speaker number 1 thought that they might change their mind about something. Number 2 was disappointed with the experience but is planning to try it again. And number 3 was persuaded to go to the event with someone else. And number 4 organized the outing to the event. Alright, okay, let's move on to the last task. Okay, speaking, work in pairs. Take turns to tell each other about the last time you did one of the things below. Include the time, place, and your feelings. Alright, you have went to a rock concert, visited an art gallery, read a novel, read a poem, went to the theater, saw a musical, listened to a song, watched a sitcom, and went to a classical concert, opera or ballet. Alright, rồi, nó là đa dạng những cái sự lựa chọn và mọi người sẽ gọi là bắt chước những cái nhân vật ở bài số 5 của mình để có thể gọi là tả lại một cái hoạt động như vậy cùng với lại partner của mình. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, until next time. Bye bye.